My husband secretly gave his family a key to our house, and they'd been letting themselves in for months. His own brother told me why they never came when I was home. Our son was born 4 months ago, and from the day we brought him home, my husband Daniel's family has treated our house like their second residence. I found out slowly, then all at once. A coffee mug I didn't recognize in the sink. The nursery blinds adjusted differently than I'd left them. My in-laws' brand of tea appearing in the cupboard. When I asked Daniel, he laughed it off and said his mom must have dropped by while I was at my mother's. Here's the thing. Every single one of these visits happened while I was out. My family, meanwhile, was never allowed over unannounced. My own mother, who lives 15 minutes away, had to text 3 days in advance and was told twice that it wasn't a good time. My sister flew in to meet her nephew, and Daniel suddenly decided the baby was too fussy for visitors that week. She met him once for 20 minutes at a restaurant because Daniel didn't want her disrupting the home environment. But his mother, she had, I would learn, a key. The excuses kept shifting. When I asked why his family came only when I was gone, Daniel said they didn't want to crowd me, that they knew new moms needed space, but they'd rearranged my kitchen. They'd swapped out the baby's formula for a brand his mother preferred without telling me. His sister had done a load of the baby's laundry using a detergent I'd specifically avoided because of his skin. When I said it felt like they were managing me out of my own home, Daniel told me I was being paranoid and controlling, that his family just loved our son and I should be grateful for the help. His mother backed him up, saying I was lucky to have such involved grandparents, looking at me like I was ungrateful for wanting to know when strangers were in my house. My mother offered to come by, wear a mask, stay only an hour, bring nothing, ask for nothing. Daniel said that felt tense and loaded, that my family made things complicated. Meanwhile, his mother had filled the nursery closet with clothes I'd never picked and thrown out a blanket my grandmother had knitted because it looked old. The breaking point came when my grandmother, 91, asked to see the baby before a heart procedure. I mentioned it to Daniel and he sighed and said, we couldn't let the baby become a tour for everyone's emotional needs. I was standing in my own kitchen, holding my son, being told my dying grandmother was an inconvenience. That's when Daniel's brother Marcus asked to meet me for coffee. He'd seen the whole thing unfold and couldn't stay quiet. He told me the real reason. Before Daniel and I met, he'd been in a long relationship where his ex-wife's family had, in his family's telling, taken him away from them. His mother had been devastated by the distance. When Daniel and I got serious, his mother made him promise that this time she'd come first, that no wife would ever cut her out again. So they'd made a plan before the baby was even born. Give his mother a key. Establish that this was her house too. Keep my family at arm's length so his mother would be the primary grandmother. The only one, uncontested. Marcus said his mother had bragged at a family dinner about training me early, about making sure I understood my place before I got ideas. Then Marcus showed me the messages. A group chat where his mother wrote that she'd been going through my things, reading my texts on the tablet I left charging, tracking when I'd be out. One message said she hoped my grandmother's surgery would keep that side busy, so she wouldn't have to share the holidays. Daniel had replied with a thumbs up. I felt the floor tilt, but Marcus had already forwarded everything to me before I could ask. I confronted Daniel that night. He tried to grab my phone, said Marcus was jealous, a liar, always trying to ruin his life. I said I wasn't ruining anything, I was ending it. I said I would not raise our son in a house where I was surveilled and my family was punished for existing. I changed the locks the next morning. Daniel called it an overreaction. His mother showed up pounding on the door demanding her key back and access to her grandson. I told her calmly that she'd never had a key to anything that was hers. Daniel and I are separating now. My grandmother